I've already said this once, but I feel like it needs to be said again. Because lately, I still see, people talking about Tomo-Chan and hoping that it would get some sort of sequel, some sort of, just some sort of continuation, right? And my thing is, in all honesty, bro, I don't think Tomo-Chan needs some sort of continuation, in all honesty, bro. Not saying that it doesn't deserve one. I'm definitely not saying that I wouldn't want one. No. But in truthfulness, I feel like what Tomo-Chan needs is a spin-off series. One that is mainly focused on Carol. Because if I'm going to be honest with you, I think Carol is the one that I enjoy the most when it comes to Tomo-Chan. In all honesty, I felt in a way she, I want to say they near single-handedly carried that show. Don't get me wrong, I like the other characters. Old girl with the, even though old girl, I forgot her name, old girl with the black, purple like hair, even though she was a bit, a kind of a bitch, let's be honest. I still enjoyed her character. She at least served a purpose, to, helping the plot go along. You know, June, he was a cool dude, but let's be honest, he was pretty bland. The main point of June was simply to just be that guy. He could have been replaced with anyone else, and the story would have been the same, right? He was nothing all that special. The whole point was for him to be there because our girl wanted to be recognized as more as just a bro. She wanted him to see her as something more. That was the whole point of the story, you know? So it's like, that was really just, he was just there, He was just there. But, with that being said, Tomo, I liked her. She had her moments, definitely. I liked her straightforwardness, especially in the last episode when she went ahead and just kissed June. That was it. I was like, okay, I was like the just straightforwardness. Skip the BS. Just go straight into it. You know what I'm saying? For real, she had her moments, and I'm glad to see that she won. I'm glad to see that she got what she wanted. As the main character. For real, I was glad to see that. But in all honesty, like I said, Carol pretty much single-handedly carried that show. I felt like we got more. I can't speak for no one else, but I felt like I got more out of. I felt like I got more out of her character than anyone else in that show, to be honest. Not only that, even though I said that, I felt like there's still more to be explored when it comes to her character. She was just that fun, you know? You know? She was just that interesting. And I find myself wondering, why do people want a continuation of June and Tomo's relationship? I mean, like, when you have this character right here who was pretty much the star of the show. You know what I'm saying, bro? But again, this is just me. This is what I believe. I'm pretty sure other people will think differently. But I find myself, after the show ended, I really found myself wondering, what's next for Carol? How will that relationship work between her and old boy? You know what I'm saying? I wanna see what she got. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would like to see something like that. Straight up, bro. I would like to see, and again, with the spinoff being focused on her, you could always still have June and Tomo show up every now and then. But I wouldn't. But in all honesty, I will. If we do get something related to this series, I will like a spinoff where it's focused on Carol, and you can have old girl with the black hair being basically like the supporting character in it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would want. But that's just me. Y'all let me know whether you agree or disagree down in the comments.